Good morning, students. Say your prayer. Thank you. நான் ஒரு நல்லாசிரியர். நான் உங்களுக்கு தாயாகவும் தந்தையாகவும் இருந்து முறையாக அன்போடு கல்வியை போதிப்பேன். நான் ஒரு நல்லாசிரியர். நான் உங்களுக்கு தாயாகவும் தந்தையாகவும் இருந்து முறையாக அன்போடு கல்வியை போதிப்பேன். நான் ஒரு நல்லாசிரியர். நான் உங்களுக்கு தாயாகவும் தந்தையாகவும் இருந்து முறையாக அன்போடு கல்வியை போதிப்பேன். Okay, students, take your social science book. Take page number 171. So today we will move to civics unit 2, media and democracy. So media, so it helps us to communicate the people and also it convey message to people. So media, then democracy, so the form of government. So the ruler, so the people elect their ruler through elections, so that is the democracy. So what was the relationship, so what is the link between media and democracy? So you will understand after this lesson. Okay, so already you have learned unit 1. Okay, so you learned about so state government in unit 1. So in unit 2 you will learn about media and democracy. Okay, learning objectives. So what are you going to learn from this lesson? First, you understand about media and its classification. So how media was classified. Then analyze the role of media in facilitating interaction between the government and the citizen. So the role of media in making interaction. So the role of media in facilitating interaction between the government and the citizen. Then know the ethic. So ethic means the moral principles and the responsibility of media. So know the ethic and responsibility of media. Then gain a critical sense of the impact of media on people's lives and choices. So gain a critical sense of impact of media on people life and choices. So we choose our daily needs, so based on the advertisement. So we buy things. So we buy our cloth and we buy various things, so based on the ad proposed by, ad given by the media sources. Okay, so the critical sense of the impact of media. So the critical sense of impact, so the effect of media on people's lives and choices. So media, so the most important one. So it is considered as the fourth pillar of democracy. Okay, so learning objectives, you will learn. You understand about media and its classification. Then analyze the role of media in facilitating interaction between the government and the citizen. Then know the ethic. So ethic means so the moral principles and the responsibility of media. Then gain a critical sense of the impact of media on people's lives and choices. So introduction. So traditionally means so from ancient period. So traditionally, so from ancient period, India has many folk. So folk means so traditional style of music. So traditionally, India has many folk form of communicating with the people in rural areas. So India has many so traditional style of music or traditional style of drama. So India has many folk form of communicating with the people in rural areas. Harikatha and Kuthu are originally a religious media from in which the stories are propagated. So traditionally, India has many folk form of communicating with the people in rural areas. Harikatha, and Harikatha means so the story that tells about Harichandra. So who speaks truth. So India has many folk. So traditional style of music, so traditional style of drama. So the form of communicating with the people. So how the rural areas communicated with people means so through the folk form of communication. So Harikatha and Kuthu are original a religious media, so they are related with religion. So are originally a religious media from in which the stories were propagated. So it is a collective form of music, dance, speech, storytelling with comic interludes. So interlude means a short piece of story. So have you watched Kuthu? It includes music, it includes dance, okay, it includes speech, and also they convey a story. So mostly they convey about Harikatha and Kuthu. So mostly the Kuthu is related with the Mahabharata stories. Okay, so traditionally India has many folk form of communicating with the people in rural areas. Harikatha and Kuthu are originally a religious media from which the stories were propagated. So through Harikatha and Kuthu, so they propagate, so they convey the stories, they convey the message. Okay, so it is a collective form of music, dance, speech, storytelling with comic interludes. So interlude means a short piece of story or music. It has a tremendous effect in communicating the messages straight into the hearts of the people. So Kutu, so convey the message directly into the hearts of the people. Then the later social relevant messages were passed through this medium. Initially, so they convey the religious related message to the hearts of the people. But later, so they use this communication form. So that is Kutu and Harikatha to convey the social messages. Now the modern methods to address small and medium gathering includes seminars, drama, public meeting and workshop, etc. So initially, traditionally, India followed the Harikatha and Kutu, the folk form of message. So the folk form to convey the message. But in modern method, so we arrange so seminars, the dramas, public meetings and workshop, etc. Now print media has been referred to as People's University because they perform the role of public informer, education and the custodian of the public interest. So print media has been referred to as the People's University because they perform the role of public informer, educate and the custodian of the public interest. So let us discuss about media and its role. So traditionally, India has many folk form so to communicate the people. So they use Harikatha and Kutu to convey the message to the people. Later, they use the Kutu and Harikatha for promoting the social culture. Okay, so they for spreading the social information. But now the modern method, so we arrange seminars and public meetings, workshops to convey the message. Especially print media, it is referred as People's University because they perform the role of public informer and they educate the people and they take care of the public people. So take care of the public. So take care of the public interest. So let us discuss about media and its role. So first, what is media? So every individual person is a medium of expression. So everyone has their feelings. So everyone have to express their thoughts, ideas. So every individual person is a medium of expression. So every individual person. So you, me, and anyone. If you take anyone, so we are the medium of expression. An individual interact through media to reach other individual and institutions. So how I interact with you? So through this media only. So through the media, YouTube media, then mobile. So online media. An individual interacts through media to reach other individual and institutions. So media is generally the agency for interpersonal communication. So media is generally the agency. So the agency for interpersonal communication. Media includes every broadcasting and narrowcasting medium. So media includes every broadcasting and narrowcasting medium. So broadcasting means so transmit by radio or television. So broadcast, it reach more number of people. So narrowcast, it reach only a few number of people. So media includes every broadcasting and narrowcasting medium. So media is the plural of the word medium. So media, it is the plural form of the word medium. So medium singular, media plural. Such a medium or media allows to communicate messages, thought, idea, views, etc. So such a media or medium allow us to communicate messages, thought, ideas, views, etc. So what is media? Every individual person is a medium of expression. An individual interacts through the media to reach other individual and institutions. And media is generally the agency for interpersonal communication. Media includes every broadcasting and a narrowcasting medium. So media, it is the plural form of the word medium. So medium or media allow us to communicate messages, thoughts, ideas, views, etc. The communication can be classified into two: personal communication, then mass communication. So personal communication, so these are meant for personal use, so like letters, telephone, cell phone, email, fax, etc. So between 2 persons or 3 persons only. Mass communication means it is used for communicating with the mass, so with the large number of people. So it includes newspaper, radio, TV. So these terms are collectively called as media. So personal communication means these are meant for personal use. So like letters, mobile phone, email, fax, etc. So it includes personal communication. You can communicate with individual person only. But mass communication, it is used for communicating with the masses. It includes newspaper, radio, TV. If you want to convey message so to a public crowd means you will use newspaper, radio, TV only. Yeah, but letters, telephone. Yeah, so it reach only a few number of people. But you take newspaper, radio. It covers a mass. It covers a large number of people. Yeah, so communication can be classified as personal communication, then mass communication. So other then media, so it is classified as narrowcast media, broadcast, print media, web media, then social media. So narrowcast media, it includes cable television, direct mail, seminar. Broadcast, so TV, radio. So print media, newspaper, magazines, journals, etc. Web media, Google website and blogs. Social media, so Twitter, WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, etc. So communication is classified as personal and mass. Media is classified as narrowcast, broadcast, print media, web media, then social media. Fourth pillar of democracy. So media is the fourth pillar of democracy. So what are the other three pillars? So legislative, executive, then judiciary. So the four pillars of democracy are legislative, so that is the law making body. Then executive, so they interpret, so they make the law into effect. Judiciary, so they check the law. And media, so their duty is to check these things. So the four pillars of democracy are the legislative, executive, judiciary, and media. Media ensures the transparency in the working of all the above three systems. So media makes sure the transparency. So transparency means she will learn about it well. You will know about it well. So all should be transparent. So all should be known. So whatever happening in legislative, executive, judiciary, you will know. So only through media. So media ensures the transparency in the working of all the above three systems. This fourth pillar of democracy ensures that all people living in far off areas of country are aware of what's happening in the rest of the country. So the fourth pillar of democracy makes sure that all people, so who are living in far off areas, that is distant areas, were aware. So the fourth pillar of democracy makes sure that all people living in far off areas, that is in distant areas of the country, are aware of what happening in the rest of the country. In fact, mass media is the most important vehicle for information, knowledge, and communication is a democratic polity. So mass media is the most important vehicle for information, knowledge, and communication in a democratic country. So the four pillars of democracy are legislative, executive, judiciary, and media. So media makes sure that the transparency in the working of all the above three systems. So this is the fourth pillar of democracy, which makes sure that all the people living in distant area were aware about what happening in the rest of the country. So mass media is the most important vehicle for information, knowledge, and communication in a democratic polity. Importance of the media. So media is a very powerful entity. So entity means something that exists separately from other thing and has its own identity. So media is very powerful entity. It has its own identity. It is a mirror which shows various social, political, and economic activities around us. So media is act as a mirror. It shows us various social, political, and economic activities. People depend on the media for various needs, including entertainment and information. So we need media. So how we get information? So how we entertain ourselves? Only through media. So people depend on the media for various needs, including entertainment and information. Media keeps the people awakened, and it has become one of the major instruments of social change. So media create awareness among the people, and now it became one of the major instrument in social change. Media not only bring out the day-to-day happenings in the world, but also exposes the strength and weakness of the government. So media, so they convey information. So they not only bring about the day-to-day news, but also it exposes the strength and weakness of the government. It also advertises the various products produced by the private companies. So media advertises the various products produced by the private companies. It creates the awareness. So media create awareness. Then the TV channels should broadcast national and international and also local news. So social problems are portrayed. So social problems are telecasted or portrayed in many cinemas. So you watch cinemas often. In some of the movies, so they convey message about the social problems. Media provide a balanced report on any matter. So media provide a balanced report on any matter, maybe a political or social issue. It fights against the socio-political evils and injustice in our society while bringing empowerment. So empowerment means so making power, so giving power to the masses and facilitate and promote development. So importance of media. Media is the very powerful entity on the earth. It is a mirror which shows various activities including social, political and economic. So people depend on media for various needs such as entertainment and information. It creates awareness among the people and it became one of the major instruments of social change. So the change in the society is only possible through media. Media not only bring out the day-to-day happenings in the world, but also it criticizes the government and also it supports the strength of the government. It also advertises the various products of the private companies. So they telecast, so the TV channels, so they broadcast national and international news, and also in cinemas, so the social problems were portrayed. So social problems are portrayed. So they told about the social issues. So the media so fight against the social political evils and also injustice in our society, and also they bring empowerment. So they make power. So they promote the awareness. So they empower the masses and facilitate development. The media and public opinion. So the media plays a prominent role in the formation of public opinion. So the media plays an important role in the formation of public opinion. So that is general opinion of the public on particular issue. It is the powerful tool in contemporary time. So contemporary means so present day. It is a powerful tool in the contemporary time. It has become a part of the everyday life of the people. So every day we came across various media sources. So like TV channels, newspapers, like that. They play a significant role in shaping a person's understanding and perception about the events occurred in our daily life. So they play a important role, significant role in shaping a person's understanding. So our understanding about the public is based on our TV channels. So whatever the channel we watch, it decides our opinion. So they play a significant role in shaping a person's understanding and perception. So perception means the way of you notice things, especially with the senses. The way of noticing things. So the way of noting things. The way of watching the things, especially with the senses. So perception about the events occurred in our daily life. The mass media play a significant role in providing honest, intelligent and usually unbiased account. Unbiased means so impartial, so not supporting anyone. So standing in the middle. The mass media play a significant role in providing honest, intelligent and usually unbiased account of the event. So they provide the true information. The newspaper reflect the response of the people to the government policies. The newspaper reflect the response of the people to the government policies. Thus, the print media and electronic media helps the people to express their opinion on important social issue. So, the print media and electronic media helps the people to express their opinion on important social issue. So, the media play an important role in forming the public opinion. It is the powerful tool in the present day world. So it became a part of the everyday life of the people, and they play an important role in shaping a person's understanding and perception about the events occurred in our daily life. So they reflect. So the mass media so plays a significant role in so providing balanced information about the event happening in our public life. So the newspaper reflects the response of the people to government policies. So print media and electronic media helps the people to express their opinion on important social issues. So the print media and electronic media helps the people to express the opinion of the people in important social issues. Ethic and responsibility. So ethic means moral principles. So ethic is a code of values which govern our life. So ethic, moral principles. It is a code. It is a rule of values which govern our life. So they are very essential for moral and healthy life. So ethic is very essential for moral and healthy life. In the context of media ethics may be described as a set of moral principles. So in the context of media ethics, may be described as a set of moral principles. So as we have some moral principles, as we have some ethics in our daily life, so media also have some ethics. Yeah. So the media is expected to follow a code of conduct which should be reflected in their reporting and writing. So the media is expected to follow a code of conduct. So code of conduct, some code of principles, which should be reflected in their reporting and writing. So sensational and distorted news should be avoided. So they should avoid sensational and distorted news. So distorted means so wrong news. So they should avoid sensational and wrong news. So ethic is a code of values which govern our life. So in the context of media, so there is some ethics. So they should follow some ethical principles. So the media is expected to follow a code of conduct which should be reflected in their reporting and writing. So they should avoid sensational and distorted news. The fundamental objectives. So the basic objectives of media are to serve the people with the news, views, comments and information on public matters of interest in a fair, accurate and unbiased and decent manner and language. So the fundamental objective of media is to serve the people with the news, views, comments and information on the matters of public interest in a fair, accurate and unbiased. So unbiased means impartial. So they should not support one group. So they should be stand in middle. So they should stand impartial, and in a decent manner and language. An awakened and free media is very much essential for the function of the government. So an awakened and free media is very much important for the functioning of government. So it has the right to collect information from any primary authentic sources. So authentic means so real. So true sources, which are important to the society, and then report the same with the aim to inform, not to create sensation. So it has the right to collect information from any primary sources which are very important to the society and report them to the public as an information, not to create sensation. So the media has a massive responsibility in providing factual coverage. So factual. So based on containing fact, so providing fact coverage. So they should provide true information. So the fundamental objectives of media, so they serve the people with news, views and comments about the public matter in a fair, accurate, unbiased manner and in their own language. An awakened free media is very much essential for the functioning of the government. So media has the right to collect information from any primary sources which are important to the society and then report the same with the aim just to inform the people, not to create sensation. So the media has a massive responsibility in providing factual coverage. Role of media in democracy. Media is the backbone of democracy. So media, the fourth pillar of democracy. It creates transparency. So it ensures the transparency in the working of all the above three systems. That is judiciary, executive, then administrative, legislative. So media, the backbone of democracy. In our democratic society, mass media is the driving force of public opinion. In our Indian society, in our Indian democratic society, mass media is the driving force of public opinion. Media strengthens the democratic value. So media strengthens the democratic value. It enlightens and empowers the people. It enlightens, it creates awareness. Then it empowers. Empower means so make the people to understand about their power. It can educate the voter and ensures that the government is transparent and accountable. So media can educate the voters and ensures and make sure that the government is transparent and accountable. Media carry every report of action of administration of the government. So media convey about the action. So the report of action of administration of the government. So media convey the message. So through media only we understand about the various administrative structure of the government. So based on the information, the citizen can learn about the functioning of the government and the day-to-day happening taking place around them. So based on the information provided by the media, the citizens can learn about the functioning of the government and also the day-to-day happening taking place around him. So media is the backbone of democracy. In our democratic society, mass media is the driving force of public opinion. Media, they strengthen the democratic value and enlightens and empowers the people. It can educate the voters and make sure that the government is transparent and accountable. So transparent and accountable. Media carry every report of action of information of the government. So based on the information, the citizen, so the people can learn about the functioning of the government and also the day-to-day happening taking place around them. So it arranges the debate on current affairs so that we can get the different views for the same issue. It arranges the debate. So debate, so often in TV news channels, almost at 8 o'clock you watch in news channels some of the persons from different political parties, they sit together and discuss various issues. So have you noticed that in our TV channels, so sharply most of the TV channels at 8 o'clock, so what they do, so they call some of the people from different political parties and they discuss the day-to-day important event. So they choose a topic and they discuss about about the topic. So that is the debate. It arranges the debate on current affairs so that we can get the different view for the same issue. Media reminds the government of its unfulfilled promises to the public. So media remind the government about their unfulfilled promises. So during election campaign, so the political parties, so what they do, so they promise some of the things. So if they forget those promises means, so if they didn't fulfill these promises means, media remains those promises to the public. It educates masses in the rural areas. It educates masses in the village areas. Parliamentary democracy can flourish, so can develop well only under the watchful eyes of media. So parliamentary democracy can flourish well only under the eyes of media. Media not only reports but act as a bridge between the state and the public. So media not only report, so whatever happening in the government or whatever happening in the public, it act as a bridge between the state, that is government, and the people. Thus media act as a watch day of the democratic government. So media act as a watch day. So media, so just their duty is not only convey message, or their duty is not only to report the issues, but they act as a bridge between the government and the public. See, a democracy without media is like a vehicle without wheel. So democracy without media is like a vehicle without wheel. So the local media. So usually the media reports the news which of national and global importance. So usually the media reports the news so which have national and world level importance, but the local media addresses public locality. So the media so reports the news about the national and global, so the world level importance, but the local media so gave importance to the local news, so the public news. Okay? So last conclusion, the media in the contemporary world of information and technology plays a very significant role in educating the masses. So the media in the contemporary, so that is in the present day world of information and technology. So we are in the world of information and technology. It plays a very significant role in educating masses. The media should always keep in mind that it should not publish anything which corrupts the public mind and disturbs social peace. So the media, so they have some moral principles, they have some ethics. So they should always keep in mind that it should not publish the news which corrupt, so which corrupt the public mind. So which corrupt, so corrupt means so dishonest, so not honest. So the media should always keep in mind that it should not publish anything, any news which corrupt the public mind and disturb social peace. So for healthy society, sharing of views, free flow of information, free communication and expression play a crucial role. So for healthy society, the sharing of views, free flow of information, free communication and expression play an important role. Media, being powerful and important instrument of expression, have gave lot to contribute. So media, a powerful and important instrument of expression, have got a lot of thing to contribute. Mass media have made the world smaller and closer. So mass media have made the world smaller and closer. So because of mass media, so like TV and newspaper, we gather information, we get information about various countries. Okay, so media very important in our day-to-day life and also in the democratic world. Okay, okay students, so today we have completed unit 2, media and democracy. So if you have any doubt in this topic, so please contact me. Okay, so take your book, so take page number 172. Your textbook reading. Read the heading Importance of the Media. So that is your textbook reading. Then homework. Take page number 176. Sixth Roman letter. Answer the following in detail. Second question. In what ways does the media play an important role in democracy? Take page number 173. So the last heading, role of media in democracy. So that paragraph alone. So media is the backbone of democracy. In our democratic society, mass media is the driving force of public opinion. Media strengthens the democratic value. It enlightens and empowers the people. It can educate the voters and ensures that government is transparent and accountable. Media carry every report of action of administration of the government. Based on the information, the citizen learn about the functioning of the government and the day-to-day happening taking place around them. This is the answer for second detail. Write it in your homework note and read it well. So thank you. Have a nice day.